Welcome to the AFR Saints channel, where we provide you daily content on your favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to leave your comments below and smash that like button. Who dat? Man, one of the coolest stories, certainly this offseason for the Saints, but seeing a lot of the LSU guys come home, and how awesome to see Davon Godchaux start his career as a high school prep athlete at Plaquemine, come to LSU, and now have a chance to play for the New Orleans Saints as well after the trade from the Patriots. Good enough to join us for a couple of minutes here. Davon, it's great to catch up, man. How are you?
I'm good, man. It's great to be on the show. I'm excited to, start off this journey of, having a chance to play high school, college, and now the NFL in the state of Louisiana, and just get back to work, man. Just to, try to put some wins together and, get the Saints back to what they need to be.
All right, man. I want to start here. So, covered you as a prep athlete at Plaquemine, then obviously at LSU. Like, you were a D-end in high school, then became a tackle at LSU. Bro, they say you're tipping the scales at 330 now, playing the nose. How big are you, man? That's a far cry from the dude that was playing Plaquemine coming off the edge.
Yeah, went about 330, 335. But just kind of like just holding my weight like good. Always want to keep my body nice and toned. Just staying in shape.
You like?
Yeah, I think just from Plaquemine, I was like a DN/D tackle, more DN. And then I never forget my D-line coach at LSU was like, "When you get here, you're gonna be a D tackle." And I was like, "What?" So, I got hurt my senior year in the county, those ACLs, and, not really doing nothing. You just rehabbing, not really can't run. So, I kind of like got like a little heavier there. And then after that, like, it just fitted my frame, and I was, a defensive tackle in the SEC. And I went on to, play. I could play any position at the NFL. That's what makes it so great. I didn't play 3-tech. I didn't play 4. I didn't play 5-tech. I didn't play shade. I didn't play 0. I'm just being versatile, and I learned that from being around Coach Allen.
Man, I want to talk a little bit more about that and how you fit with the Saints and Brandon Staley's D and all that in just a second. But I want to go back. Can you walk us through that whole process of like when you first got the call, like trade was going to happen and it's New Orleans?
Well, my agent called me and he was like, the Saints are really aggressive. Like, they really want you. And I was like, so what the money going to be like and stuff like that. And, the money was good and the fit was good. And I was like, they need these tackles. They need a nose. They need somebody in the D-line to help bring a part of what they already have to stop the run. And I was like, I never played in the NFC. I've been in the AFC East my whole career. So I'm like, why not go to the NFC South and compete? And, it was just a great fit. I mean, I believe in with Coach Staley, getting a chance to get the players one-on-ones to dominate and make plays. I believe in that, and I'm all about that. I'm all about, sacrificing, sometimes being a linebacker, come down and make plays. And when it's my time to eat, it's my time to eat, so I'm excited for it.
When the deal gets done and the opportunity to come home happened, I would imagine you still got a lot of family here. What was the family's reaction when they found out you were coming back?
I mean, everybody was excited. Text messages blowing up, Instagram, social media, everything, because, I was originally supposed to put the news out, but I was actually on the plane coming back from Paris. So when I got some Wi-Fi, I just see the news everywhere. And I'm like, dang, I didn't even put it out. But I see Ed Rappaport, Adam Scheffler, and I'm like, I didn't even get a chance to put it out. And then I had no choice but to pull it out, posted because those guys already had tweeted it. So it's very exciting, man. It's very exciting just to get back home and represent the state of Louisiana in the right way. And it's more personal because I'm from Louisiana and everybody's going to be watching every Sunday. Everybody's going to be probably there every Sunday. So it's more personal, and I'm excited to put some wins together.
What were you doing in Paris?
Man, I was just looking at the runway a little bit, looking at a couple shows, and my second passion is I love fashion. I just love the beauty of art, the beauty of cats. I feel like fashion is a great way for you to explain yourself each and every day, by express what you wearing, maybe some art figures, maybe whatever. But I feel like it's a great way for you to represent the way you feel.
Are you a designer? Like you got lines or anything? Just collecting?
Nah. I just collect. I just like collecting great pieces, and Yeah, maybe one day we'll see a closing line. One day.
All right. I was talking to Davon Godchaux, I guess. I was talking to
Yeah.
Jake Hester here just a bit ago. He told me that down in Florida you live next to E.J. Manuel and Jarvis
Yeah.
Landry.
Yeah.
Y'all get like competitive games going in the street?
Pickleball, man. We get a lot of pickleball games going. Pickleball is very competitive. I actually just finished working out. After that, I went to the pickleball court and I was teaching my wife how to play pickleball. So my wife is getting into pickleball now, and I'm like, she's already like, it's so addicting, babe. And I'm like, yes, it's very. That's why I'm never home. It's very addictive. It's very addictive.
Who's better, Jarvis or EJ?
I'm the best pickleball player.
Really?
I'm the best. Believe it or not, I'm the best. EJ told me yesterday, he was like, you're gonna have 2 picks this year by the way you playing pickleball. Like I love, like it just gets me away from everything. Like I love playing it. I love competing with it. I love playing a lot of singles. I love playing like one-on-ones. Doubles is kind of like too slow for me. I still love playing it, but singles is my favorite.
All right, man. Moving around. So EJ said you're going to have a couple of picks. You haven't had one in your career yet, man.
I haven't had one, man. I dropped a couple of times, but I haven't had a pick.
I mean, Colin Saunders, big dude in the middle for the Saints, had one to get off Mahomes last year on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, that was perfect. I love Big Boy was running.
We got a couple more minutes here with Davon Godchaux.
Yeah.
Hey, so you said that you like what Brandon Staley does in the fit. Let's dive in a little bit there, man. Like you mentioned, you're in the AFC East your whole career with Miami and then New England. So, like, how much do you know about Brandon Staley?
Well, we played against him a lot. He had a funny story, so I don't know if you want me to share this.
Yeah, no, please, yeah.
I'm gonna share it anyway. He told me I played against Coach Staley a couple of times. We played him in LA. We played him in New England. And we played him in New England last year, but he wasn't the coach. So the year before that, we played him, man. Kellen Moore was the OC. And he told me in his office, I remember his office, he was like, when we was coming to play you guys, he named the year, I think it was 2023. 2023. And he would say, we was on the plane heading to Massachusetts. And I told Kellen, I said, if we think we're going to run the ball on these guys, we're joking ourselves. Matter of fact, if we think we're going to run the ball with 92 in the middle, we're kidding ourselves. With a backup center, if we think we're going to better run the ball this game, we're kidding ourselves. And he said he knew coming into that game that, and actually, the score was like 10-3. I mean, we couldn't even score 10 points. I mean, we lost 10-3 against the Chargers. And they was not able to run the ball, of course. They couldn't even pass the ball, but I mean, they scored. I think they scored on defense or something. I can't remember.
Bro, it was 6. I'm looking right. It was 6-0.
Yeah. It was 6-0, right?
Yeah.
I know it was a. That year we had so many close games. Like it was ridiculous. We could have scored 10 points. So he said he knew that game. They wouldn't go be able to run the ball. He said he just respected the way my technique, my fundamentals has been over the years, especially getting with Bill Belichick. And he was telling Kellen, we're not gonna be able to run the ball. We're joking ourselves. We think we're gonna be able to run the ball, and that was true. But I just always had such great respect for him. He's been a great coach and head coach in his league. Had some tough losses. I think that playoff loss to Jacksonville was a tough one.
Yeah.
I think Jacksonville came back and won. So that was a tough loss. But he's been a great head coach in his league. I'm excited for him to be the DC for the New Orleans Saints. 24
carries for 29 yards. The Chargers had that game against y'all. Good memory, man. Good recall on that one.
Yeah.
Hey, what about you mentioned Belichick, right? So you got to play for the greatest coach ever, and now you're gonna play for a first-time head coach.
Yeah.
What do you think about playing for a guy, Kellen Moore, who's 36 years old?
For me, Kellen might be the same age as Cam Jordan.
I think they are.
But what makes a great head coach to me, what makes a great coach in general, it's a great leader of men. You got all these guys come from different backgrounds. Some of them single-parent households and things like that. Some guys, both parents together. And guys have their different personalities. But when you couldn't have a coach that can bring guys together and compete at a higher level and compete as one, because everybody's goal is to win a Super Bowl. Nobody's got to talk about it. But when you got a coach that can do that, that's a great leader, in my opinion. When you got a great coach that can teach you, not only talk about it, but teach you how to do it, that's a great leader in my opinion. Like, so, Kellen, with his experience with Dallas, everywhere he's been, he's had explosive offenses. Of course, Philly last year winning the Super Bowl. Dallas had a very, Dak was throwing for like 5,000 yards a year. And then you got Justin Herbert, who was playing at an MVP level also. Kellen has been a great offensive mastermind. But the challenge is going to be for, it's challenges for everybody. Challenge for players, challenges for coaches. Is leading a group of men, which I think he can do. Philly had a lot of guys, a lot of talented guys, but Kellen led them to a destination. Kellen and, the head coach also led them to a destination to win the Super Bowl. It takes not only just the head coach, it takes a group of people, a group of coaches around him to buy in. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So I'm excited for it. I'm excited for him to start his journey as a, I think he could have started in a better place. He brought a lot of coaches around him. Nussmeier, dad, his offensive coordinator, he brought a lot of guys down with him from Philly. So I'm excited for him, man. I'm excited to see him flourish. And we didn't have a lot of young coaches the last couple of years in his league, first year coaches, and had great seasons. D'Amico Ryan, I could keep naming them. We had a lot of coaches who didn't have great first seasons. So I think Kellen could be one of them for sure.
It's interesting, man. Just listening to you talk, and I've done this long enough. You talk to enough guys. Not everybody stays locked in to football or the whole NFL. Like, your team, your job, and then there's family, there's a lot of other things. You sound like you have still a really deep passion for the game and for the league.
Oh, man. This game has brought me a lot of places, man. Like I was just talking to you about Paris. This game brought me to Paris. I would not go to Paris without just, the loving and the caring in this game, what this game has taught me, just the people it made me meet, explore. Football could be it's a great sport, not only for stuff on the field, stuff off the field, the people it makes you meet, the connections that you make for life after football. This game you got to cherish the game, and if you cheat the game, like the game is eventually going to catch up to you. Like this game knows who really commit themselves day in, day out. More than posting Instagram videos, social media videos. This game knows who's cheating it. You know what I'm saying? So, football can do a lot of stuff for you, man. It's a lot of, like guys like Ron Clark, Marcus Spears, even guys, Jacob Hester, guys who played the game and, who's now getting rewarded with great, radio shows and great ESPNs and stuff like that. So, this game, you got to cherish this game because it can do a lot for you. It can make you meet a lot of great people in life.
And you've been just a couple more quickly. You've been real durable. Yep. How much longer you want to play? Man,
start having fun. I'm healthy. I haven't had any major surgeries besides one my fourth year in the NFL when I had a hernia surgery, which took like 15 minutes. And I had a bicep surgery from making a tackle. But that's about it. Thank God I have been healthy, taking care of my body, try to stay. Even though sometimes, my physical therapies, my massage, it gets expensive out through the year. But I know that's going to help me prevail and help keep me in the lead, So I just kind of, when I start having fun, I'm right now in the defenses that I'm playing in this, this like kind of like this Pete Jenkins, Bo Davis type. I can play a lot more longer in this system because I'm strong, I'm durable. I can shed blocks. I can run sideline to sideline. It's not really asking you to run 40 yards down the field every play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can do this for a long time. As long as I'm healthy, and the most important thing, as long as I'm having fun. Winning is fun. A lot of people forget that. Getting paid is great, but winning is fun. If you don't win, it sucks. I'd have been a part of that, unfortunately, a lot of times in the NFL. I haven't won, so, it sucks to, be at home in January, late January, and you're watching everybody play on TV, a couple of teams play on TV, and you're like, man, I'm better than this guy. I should be right here, but you gotta eat it because it's a team sport, and it's not a you sport. It's a team sport. And I tell people, like you can't win a Super Bowl now, but you can absolutely lose a Super Bowl right now by not doing things day by day by day. You're not going to win a Super Bowl in September and August in training camp, but you could definitely lose one by not preparing yourself each and every day.
Davon Godchaux, glad to have you back, man. Hopefully we can chat again. We appreciate so much the time today.
For sure. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, brother.
It's our pleasure. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact, and be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.